SASCOC, Ms. Nozipho Jafta, board members present here, SASCOC board members present, President of SARU, Mr. Mark Alexander, and his CEO, they are also present. President of Athletes SA, Ntate Moloi, is also present. Distinguished medalists, finally, the day has arrived. Good morning, all. Honorable President, South Africa's Olympic journey since the lifting of sanctions has been remarkable. After being banned from the Olympics for 32 years due to the country's apartheid policies, South Africa was readmitted to the Olympic Games in 1991. We rightfully took our place amongst the sporting nations at the 1912 Summer Olympic in Barcelona, 1992, not 1912. 1912, that's when the ANC was formed. My humble apologies. 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona, where the team competed under an interim flag and the Order to Joy anthem. Since then, our nation has participated in every summer and winter Olympics, where we proudly sing our national anthem. Today, South Africa continues to participate in the Olympics and Paralympics, promoting unity, diversity, and excellence in sport. To our incredible medalists, today we celebrate your success, but we also recognize the journey that has brought you here. Your stories remind us all of the power of resilience, leadership, and the impact that you are making in changing the game for the future generations. Mr. President, these are men and women who made 45,000 people from 206 countries to stand and sing the South African national anthem. These are men and women who carried the hopes and dreams of 62 million South Africans and made sure that the flag of the country is flown very high. From the 2024 Paris Olympics, our team brought home 6 medals, and for that, we are grateful. We want to acknowledge and appreciate the support of the National Lotteries Commission, the Bidvest, and Mr. Price. We express our gratitude to the previous and current Ministers of Sports, Arts and Culture for their unwavering support to our athletes. A special thanks to Ambassador Natim Teto for making our stay in Paris a memorable one. To our incredible medalists, today we honor not only their achievements, but also our perseverance, their perseverance and their commitment in breaking barriers and pushing the limits of what can be accomplished. As we get ready for Los Angeles 2028 Olympics, I hope that each of you leaves here today inspired, empowered, and ready to take the next step in your journey. May today be a reminder of the incredible power, recognition, and the limitless potential of sports as a catalyst for change and development. Thank you very much. I will now invite Ms. Talita later to lead in the singing of the national anthem. May we all stand?
together and united we shall stand. Let us love and strive for freedom in South Africa. Thank you.
Thank you. We may be seated. We will now play a short video that will outline the purpose of the day.
Of Rugby Sevens and the culmination of years of work. It is South Africa bronze medalists in Rio taking on Australia.
Powerhouses of the game of 15s.
Zane Davids and now Selvin Davids. No relation, chip kick over the top. How's the bounce of Selvin Davids? It is pinpoint perfection for South Africa's captain. So Australia need to find something from the depths there. Oh, it's been spilled forward and Zane Davids will just bullock his way to the line and get a second in quick succession and completely turn this match around. Ripped across for Williams. And now on the end of the chain, Selvin Davids to take the bronze medal for South Africa. Sean Williams will be the one to finish it. A most extraordinary match.
Good day, and a very, very warm welcome to Paris. Summer Games of 2024 in Paris. It's all set for an extraordinary race here. Away they go in the Paris 2024 Olympic men's mountain bike discipline race, and they are storming up this first climb. Alan Hatherley of South Africa has made a really good start, taking that first corner very, very tight indeed.
Well, Hatherley's certainly putting the pressure down. We've got him on our list as one of the favourites. Hatherley's coming with good form. Wouldn't it be a dream come true for Hatherley if he could win a medal here in Paris? He's got Hatherley on the wheel. Hatherley's in the box. He's in the red zone. He knows he can't let go of that wheel of Tom Pidcock.
And they are going to go round this little single track forested section, and a little dart in the inside. Oh! Pidcock, who very, very nearly unseats Koretsky and goes into the lead. Well, that was an audacious move from Tom Pidcock, sneaking on the left of the French rider and getting through, and he's now in the gold medal position. What a ride. Tom Pidcock will cross the finish line in Paris as a double gold medalist. He has taken the win ahead of Victor Koretsky, the silver medalist. What a ride from him, and history made for South Africa. Alan Hatherley is the first South African and first Southern Hemisphere rider to win a bronze medal at the Olympic Games in mountain biking. What a ride by this young man.
Johan van Dijk, twice the African champion. Sixth in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Looks relaxed, doesn't she? Relaxed and ready. This would be an amazing redemption story as we once again focus on the javelin. Van Dijk, the South African. Big occasion this for the double African champion. Looking to improve on 61.72. Oh, that's good. That's better. Her lifetime best is 64.22. So a wonderful silver for Van Dijk, replicating what Sonette Villiers did in Rio in 2016. Ayanda Walaza. What an opportunity for the 18-year-old. Maswanganye down the back straight. Kalana, he's a teenager as well. This guy's been around. It would be brilliant to see Sambini finally get an Olympic medal. Hold your breath. Here we go. It's bound to be dramatic. This explodes into life. Good start by Canada on the outside with Brown. Oh, that was a terrible exchange between Coleman and Benarek, and their aspirations are over. Canada on the outside. Great Britain just coming round that bend with the Americans in moves. He is the master of the big occasion. Simbine and the South Africans finally get a medal with the silver. I'm really pleased for Simbine because he's been so close in so many global individual finals over the 100 metres.
Silver medalist from 2020 as well, Tatiana Schoenmaker, that you will have probably heard of.
This is the women's 100-meter breaststroke final in the midst of their pullout. It was Teng from China, the fastest in the first 50 this morning.
Yeah, and has got off to a great start here in this 100 metres breaststroke. Really stroking fast there in lane number 6 is Teng. Across the field, don't be fooled by Tatiana Smith's pacing right now, because she will come home very fast as the 200 Olympic champion from Tokyo.
Teng from China, first at the wall, over half a second ahead of McSherry and Evans.
That is a very fast split, sub 30 seconds, 29.94. Always when you go out that fast, the question is it too fast? Will you start to fatigue? She still has a lead right now, but across at the top of the pool, it's Pilato. Look at her go.
The Italian on the outside, trying to fool everyone. You've got Tong coming back from China. Medals to be decided. The lunge for the wall. It is Tatiana Smith, gold. Tong from China, silver. And Mona McSherry from Ireland, bronze. In an aquatic room full of resumes, Tatiana Smith cuts through the clutter and makes the world take notice, and in the process, earning a gold in the 100 breast.
What a swim. Tatiana Smith. It has not been an easy road for her to get here, Paris 2024, but it is a successful one.
Wow, beautiful memories. A big round of applause for our athletes. Six medals Olympics and 6 medals Paralympics. A big achievement. Other countries had nothing to celebrate, Barry. You've done well. As I invite the Premier of Gauteng to welcome us. Ntate Panyazale Sufi. Hoi hoi!
Thank you so much, Program Director. My task is very simple. Let me firstly recognize and appreciate the presence of our President, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, the Minister, the Deputy Minister, and Deputy Ministers that are here, distinguished guests, and the leadership of various sporting codes that are here, including those that are representing us on the international platform. President, I've been asked to do one thing, to welcome our champions to the home of champions, South Africa. We are not only thrilled by the achievement, President, we are excited that we have planted the seed that will assist us to nourish more talent, not only in our schools, but in our communities. President, we are of the view that if we can get school sport right, our future will be more bright. It means the schools that we are building from now on must be perfect to include sporting facilities. We must not build school first and want to come later. And if we invest in that, we'll be in a position to harness and get more medals. But President, let's thank you for organizing this event. We really appreciate it. It's an inspiration, and we really believe those that are going to be awarded, they will appreciate that. But even if we didn't get a medal, President, we should convene them again just to say one thing and one thing only. Thank you for flying the South African flag.
Yes.
So I wish you well. We are ready to prepare for 2028 in our schools, and we are also ready to tap in the talent of those that have won medals so that they can spend more time with our children in our schools, to motivate them, to encourage them, but to plant that seed. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Premier Lesufi. 2028, here we come. The school sports, in fact, will make it easy for the minister to realize his dream of building a team of 300 athletes to the 2028 Olympics. I will now invite the president of SASCOC, Mr. Barry Hendricks. Please come and account, Mr. Barry Hendricks. Please give Barry a motivational welcome. You must also talk about Ekaya Nights.
Thank you, Deputy. Honourable Minister, Honourable President Cyril Ramaphosa, what a privilege and honour to be in front of you today. What an honour to be leading our delegation, which consists of our wonderful and talented athletes. Minister of Sport, Etienne McKenzie, you've been a breath of fresh air for us. Your presence in Paris and in Ikaya, which I'll speak about shortly, was exceptional. Deputy Minister Peace Mabe, you also brought excitement and a flourish to the Games as well as to Ikaya. We have started the year off on a wonderful basis because we have a wonderful relationship with the Minister of Sport and the Deputy Minister of Sport. And this culminated in us presenting a team, a successful team, to Paris 2024 in the Olympics and Paralympics. Premier Panyaza Lesufi, I know that you're one of the premiers, I've not met them all yet, that have shown us that your province is geared up to develop sport, not only in clubs and schools, but also from the cradle to the grave. And we look forward to working with you to develop. Our office is, in fact, based in Gauteng, so the home of the Olympics and Paralympics. To all MECs, thank you for your contributions as well to sport throughout South Africa. Without you, we will not be able to survive. The doyen, the father of South African sport, Dr. Sam Ramsamy, he's here with us. Honorary member of the International Olympic Committee, and also a person that's going to guide us in our intent to host the, and consultation in our intent to host the 2036 Olympic Games in South Africa. Then Dr. Debbie Alexander, the International Paralympic Committee board member as well. She's with us, and we look forward to working with her to bring events, specifically international Paralympic events, to our country. To our wonderful sponsors behind me, from national government to the Lottery Commission, Mr. Price Sports, Bidvest, Planet Fitness, and a host of other suppliers that we use. Without you, we couldn't have made a wonderful success this year and present a successful South African team in the form of Team South Africa. Without you, we will not survive, and we look forward to building further relationships with you. The National Lotteries Commission gave us 32 million this year, 39, I think, a million. And without that, again, we presented a quality team to the Olympics and Paralympics. The presidents of the federations, you are the backbone of sport in the province, and you work with us to make sure your athletes are catered for, looked after, and you bring those wonderful events to the shores of South Africa. The members of the media, the coaches, the medical teams, and the SA team management, you all played your role in delivering Team SA. Thank you so much. And then, of course, to our incredible athletes and their parents who have dedicated more than 4 years of their lives to be part of a 2-week program in Paris. And you shone. And you shone. And you showed us that you can survive in adversity like this. No, I'm not being... The Rugby Sevens is kicked off, and our Rugby Sevens men cannot make it here today. And they send their regards, though. They are busy in Dubai, kicking off the event, and I think it's next week on the 7th. We'll be watching them in Cape Town, representing the South African flag as well. To all those athletes and medalists who waved the South African flag and who shone in the Olympic and Paralympic Games, we are so proud of you. We look forward to working with you in the next 4 years to LA 2028, to Brisbane 2032, and beyond. And we look forward to working with your federations to make sure that we succeed and we survive in a world where there are so many other athletes vying to become the world's best. Here today we also have our flag bearers who represented the country so well. Who represented our country so well. In the form of Caitlin Rosenkrantz, Kat Swanepoel, Akani Simbine and Mpumelelo Mhlongo. You did us proud when you walked onto that stadium, waving the South African flag. We are so proud, and we shed tears because we were so proud of your achievements. That showed the South African spirit, and we commend your fighting spirit in that regard. Please give them a round of applause. President, you will find that in South Africa there are more sports presidents than in government. And we have to write our president with a small p, not a capital P. We are equally proud of you having to honor our medalists today. Before our departure at the sponsored event, which was just before our departure to the Olympic Games, I was asked how many medals we can expect, and I said 5. And we came back, because my birthday is on the 5th of the 5th, and we came back with 6. The same was achieved in the Paralympics. And yes, along all of them, with their coaches, they have received all the incentives that we promised them. Because you deserve it. And you deserve so much more. And we are going to build on that with our sponsors to make sure for LA 2028, we increase that ceiling as well. Many of us may not see the hard work that goes on behind the scenes to ensure that you reach your peak, and the work that we've done to deliver Team SA at the Games Village, as well as in the Games. I would be amiss if I do not acknowledge the hard work of all the SASCOC staff and our CEO, Nozipo Jafta. If you don't mind, apart from Leon, can you just stand up quickly so that we can acknowledge you? President Leon is in a wheelchair, so we can't. Thank you, President, for taking the time out to visit your athletes, because they represent this country, and they've done it, and they've made us proud in the Olympics and Paralympics. We know that South Africa has an important part to play in 2025 with you chairing of the G20 and the hosting of the G20 summit. We wish you and everyone involved in all the best, and as we put our best foot forward as our country. Do you know that in Team South Africa you have ambassadors that we want you to showcase further in your endeavors to grow this country and our sport? As our slogan for the journey continues towards LA 2028, this has indeed been our slogan for my country. And we indeed will work forward to LA 28 to work hard to represent our country and continue the slogan for my country. Thank you so much for your support, President, and thank you so much for support everyone else. Thank you.
Hashtag, I'm doing it for my country. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. SASCOC leadership, thank you very much. I will now invite the Honorable Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Mr. Gayton McKenzie, to do his remarks and also the introduction of the President. Minister.
Good morning, everyone. Let me greet His Excellency Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, our president that we all love here. Can we all give him a hand of applause? Then I want to share something with you that I always wanted to do when I joined government. I looked the most forward to it. I always wanted to say, all protocol observed. So when I was announced as a minister, I said, yes, now I can say all protocol observed. You know, people think, President, it's easy. Everybody says politicians have it easy. I was flying with a deputy minister, peace, very capable woman in the department. We were going to Cape Town, and she was walking behind me, and people started asking me for pictures. And everybody in the plane started asking me for pictures, President. The next moment, this one white old lady, probably 71, she looks at me very irritatingly. And as I'm taking the pictures, the deputy minister sat down, and it just happened that I had to sit next to this lady, Premier. And when I sat down, she says, "Wie is jy eintlik? Who are you?" I said, "I'm Gayton Mackenzie." She says, "What do you do?" I said, so I'm trying for her to make her friendlier. I said, "I play on TV." She says, "Which program?" Because I know white people don't watch Muvango. So I said, "Muvango." She says, "Thank you, Jesus." I'm like, "Why are you saying thank you?" She's like, "I thought you were a damn politician." They are all corrupt. Hulle is 'n klomp skelms. So for 2 hours, I had to listen to how corrupt we are. Then the air hostess keep on coming and say, "Minister, chicken or beef?" I'm like, "Just anything, anything." She came a second time, "Minister, Coke or Fanta?" I said, Coke, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. She says, "Why is she calling you minister?" I said, "Because I have a church, let's pray. Let's stop asking questions. Let us pray." I want to, President, let me start by thanking you, Your Excellency. You know, there's just something about the union buildings. I saw the athletes sitting all quiet here. I've never seen you guys so quiet. So you must take your selfies. You know, some of us will not be president. At least you can say you were the union buildings. So take your photos, take your selfies, be free while at the union buildings. I want to thank the president and his staff for allowing us to come here. It's a great opportunity. I want to thank the staff of the presidency for making this easier. I want to thank the DG for the advice that she's been giving us through the process. But I want to thank SASCOC. You got 3 medals in Beijing, Tokyo, and you doubled that. Now, I say to people, you can't make everybody happy. There will be those complaining even if you got 90 medals. But we know what success looks like. And you have produced success. Right. President, I've invited the president of SA Rugby. Because when I was sitting next to him in Paris, and when the South African team came in, the whole Parisian supporters, all the France supporters started booing us. They were booing the team, woo! And when we beat them, when we qualified, I was jumping up and down there. And the one guy said, "I hope your minister gives you a reward for jumping so high." I said, "You can rest assured, I will have a chat with him tonight." I want to thank the athletes. the able-bodied athletes and the Paralympians, thank you so much. Thank you for what you do off the field for this country and what you do on the field. You make us all proud to be South Africans. You have gone there. When Tatiana was doing that, I don't know one South African that was sitting still. And I think she did it deliberately to just give us nerves. She knew she's going to win. And to Tatiana, we're just talking to the president about you, that you know what you've done and achieved and how you inspire the other athletes. Akani Simbini, you guys truly are a masterpiece. I mean, like the naughtiest one in the group for me, Walatza. When the journalists asked him, President, when he came back and he got a medal, they asked him, Bayanda, what has been your proudest moment at the Olympics? He said, standing every day there by that ice cream machine for free, getting free ice cream. I now call him Ice Cream, that's my name I have for him. We also have good news, Premier of Gauteng, that we are going to have what we call Project 350. Project 350. We are intending to take 50 Paralympians to the Olympics and 300 of our able-bodied athletes to the next Olympics. SASCOC can't do it alone. We intend to help SASCOC every step of the way. What I have seen, what makes you greater is you look at the Americans and the Chinese athletes, they have like a doctor, a physio, they had all of that there. While you just had the South Afrikaanse gees with you. And you outperformed some of them that got everything. But in LA, you want to make sure that you have everything. And we are going to work hard. We are going to help your parents. We are going to help you. The government of national unity is very clear that we have to make sure that you get maximum support. I want to thank you once again. And just before we clap for the president, I want us to clap for the president first. I'll tell you why. Can we give the hand to the president first? Now, that's the first hand. I'll tell you why you clapped, and then I'll tell you, then we'll clap again. We clap for the president for having the vision, the foresight to appoint such vibrant sports ministers, deputy and a minister. Stand up, please. That was the clap. Can we give another clap for this vibrant, he had foresight. You know, when the previous minister of sport was asking me, we were just talking informally, if you're going to be a minister, which one do you choose? I said, Home Affairs. I will not say why here. And he said, number 2. He asked me number 2. Mr. Mbalula said, police, because I know a lot about criminals. And he says, number 3. I'm like, give me a second. So I go in my WhatsApp group. I asked the guys, what would you say I can take as number 3? They said, sport. I didn't know my friends had such cheapskates. They just wanted free tickets. That's why they said. So, President, we want to say to you, thank you very much. I've learned so much from you, particularly about consulting and listening to everybody in the room. You know, before I joined cabinet, I speak to 2 people and like, yeah, that's the decision. But coming into cabinet, I used to call the president consultative Cyril because he consulted with everyone. And now that I'm in cabinet, I learn a lot. And I see how everybody's view and how my views has been changed. How my views has been changed by listening to each and every view in the room. I want to say to the MECs that are here, we are going to be number 1 in the world very soon. I want to thank the deputy ministers. I want to thank the leadership of SASCOC, including the board, the young lady, T. She comes from the Cape Flats. She's one of the best voices we have in the country. And I want to say to the parents, you are actually the real heroes because it's your sacrifices that made South Africa having medals today. You believed in the dream of your children. And I can tell you, when you praise the DM or you praise me, believe me, only because we are inspired by our president can we all rise to our feet and praise the world's best president, President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. Thank you very much.
Is it okay now? Okay. Program Director, Deputy Minister Peace Mabe, Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Gayton Mackenzie, the Premier of Gauteng, Panyaza Lesufi, and the President of SASCOC, Mr. Barry Hendricks, ministers and deputy ministers who are also here, and of course the presidents with a letter P, small letter P, of various other sports disciplines, but more importantly, Olympians and Paralympians, and distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. As I was coming in, Minister Mackenzie says to me, President, you have now just stolen my thunder because I would have wanted you to stay away a little longer because I was keeping the fort, acting as a president here. So now you've spoiled all that. Now, I will not go into the long story of how, what he's revealing here about, I didn't know about these choices that he had in his head. But when I called him, and said, Gayton Mackenzie, I've decided to appoint you as Minister of Sport. He said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Put the phone down, and he called me back immediately. He says, did I hear you properly, Mr.? Because he later expressed it when he said, you know, President, people saying I'm very happy. They always say untruthful things about me, including insulting me and telling people lies. They say I'm happy to be a minister. And he says they are lying. I am not happy. I am very, very happy to be minister. So it's a real joy, Minister Mackenzie and DM Mabe, to be in a function that is so well organized by your department. This is a moment of great pride for our nation. It is a moment to express our gratitude, and we thank you for giving us that opportunity as Olympians, because you have represented our nation with such great distinction and commitment on the international stage. As you started walking, as each country was walking through and their names, the names of the countries being read out, and we saw you, our hearts were filled with joy, absolute joy as you were walking on that Paris stage before the game started. And as you donned your clothes and got onto the fields, you just don't know how you filled our hearts with joy and pride. Today, we are not just celebrating your medals and the athletes who won those medals. We are celebrating the spirit of South Africa. We are celebrating the power of sport to unite us. This is when we remember what the father of our democracy said, Nelson Mandela, when he said that sports is a powerful, powerful instrument to can build and unite a nation. And he's proven us that to be correct over and over again. It is also able to inspire us and to remind us of the strength that we possess when we stand together as a nation. If you ever wanted to see South Africa united at any key moment, and if you were to take a snapshot of that key moment, always at a time when our sporting men and women are on the international stage. We are all, as Minister Mackenzie said, on tenterhooks. We sit at the edge of our seats, whether it's in the stadium or whether it is at home. And all of us heave with fear, excitement, and anxiety because it is the nation that is on stage. And it is through you that you put us on the international stage. Some of us go to the United Nations, we make speeches, that's fine. But it is you who are on that edge, who sacrifice everything, your various human capabilities are on the line, and you wear the South African flag, Nogal. So we are celebrating the extraordinary resilience of all of you and your unwavering commitment and your incredible talent. Because you don't go to the Olympics. And I'm glad that our country has bodies, these disciplined bodies that vet you, that help you, that nurture you, that support you. And in the end, we know that when you finally go to the Olympics, it means that we are setting the best of the best. And therefore, we celebrate today the profound symbolism also of perfection that sports holds in our country. In a country that has endured years of division and hardship, sport has been established as an essential element to forge a shared identity, an identity and as well as a common nationhood. As one sees the crowds that are in various international events, encouraging, egging on South Africans, sportsmen and women, you just see South Africa in its diversity and its beauty. And that's what we see and we project to the international world. Today, we reflect on South Africa's Olympic and Paralympic journey. That journey began with a struggle, with discrimination, exclusion, and isolation. Through the efforts of many great patriots, we've got Sam Ramsamy here and many others, that journey has become one of excellence, pride, achievement, and social cohesion, and pain. South Africa's participation in the Games has been about more than just sport. It's been about the quest for equality, it's been about the fight for justice, and the desire to represent the best of what our nation can showcase to the world. And we recall the years of discrimination and segregation in South African sport in the past. It was a time when so many of our athletes were denied opportunity to compete as equals. It was a time when those who were capable were humiliated, were excluded, either in South Africa, also on the world stage. It was a time when the people of South Africa were denied the opportunity to witness their country's full potential in sports. As the country embarked on its inevitable transition to democracy, unavoidable journey to this democracy that we have today, and as the world gathered in Barcelona for the 1992 Olympics, South Africa was ready to take its place amongst the world's sporting nations once again. after so many years of exclusion. For many years, this was not just about winning medals. It was about reclaiming our place in the world as a nation, and as a nation in formation. The return of South Africa to Olympic Games was an important symbol of our country's quest for freedom and its commitment for non-racialism and democracy. Now, in every Olympic Games since, our athletes have shown the world that South Africa is capable of producing world-class, excellent talent and very capable athletes across a variety of sports. And in every Paralympic Games, our athletes have not only demonstrated their athletic ability, but have also challenged the perceptions about disability. That disability should never be seen as a barrier, and we want to applaud our Paralympics. Now, these athletes have proven that physical limitations are no match for the strength of the human spirit, and that is what we applaud. The success of our Paralympic athletes remind us of the fact that greatness knows no boundaries. Greatness does not have a glass ceiling. Greatness is just greatness, pure and simple. Now, as we honor our Olympic and Paralympic champions, we must recognize the ongoing work that needs to be done to support athletes with disabilities. The 2024 Paris Olympic and Paralympics Games saw remarkable performance from South Africa's team. We honor the medalists, Team South Africa, and indeed everyone who has played a role to make our country so proud. And quite often, we don't honor those who are in the back room, those who prepare our athletes, because we often see just the athletes, and yet we should also remember that behind every athlete, there are a string of people who are aiding, assisting, and encouraging that athlete to do the very best. So let's give those people a round of applause and thank them. Now, with our team having won these medals, we are very proud. Today, we are honoring the medalists with recognition awards. We are also honoring the athletes that achieved the most outstanding performance at the Olympic and Paralympic Games with the presentation of the Shield of Jove. This prestigious award was donated to the South African government in 1948 by Frederick Mitchell Hedges, a British archaeologist involved in mining in South Africa. It is a symbol of excellence, perseverance, dedication, and commitment to the pursuit of sporting greatness. This year, we are proud to award the Shield of Jove to Tatiana Smith and to Mpumelelo Mhlongo. Tatiana and Mpumelelo, in recognition of their exceptional achievements at the 2024 Paris Olympic and Paralympic Games. They certainly have made us proud just as all others have, but they performed at a level that deserves our recognition, and we thank them for that. Now, these remarkable achievements, as I said, are the product of a collective commitment to building a sustainable sporting culture in South Africa. Our athletes have excelled because of the investments we've made in sport infrastructure, in grassroots development, and in training systems. However, we must do more. We all know that much more needs to be done. Premier Lesufi has referred to it, and Minister Mackenzie has also spoken about it. And we've now entered the era where, because of the excellent performance that you are demonstrating at world competitions, be they the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games, and many, many others, you are now leading our country, and I would say you are dragging us. At times screaming and shouting, but you are dragging us to develop a much broader and richer culture of making South Africa a sporting nation. And this is something that we inculcate. You know, when Minister Mackenzie got into his position, this guy was not a walker. He knew very little about walking. And he knew that he now has a boss who walks. But he was no longer seeing me walking, and he decided that, you know what, I am now going to start walking. But in his case, to shed a few kilograms. And he's now doing that. By so doing, he's encouraging more and more South Africans, like I've sought to do over many years, to take up just being active. And our athletes inspire us. When I look at our athletes, when I look at how fit they are, when I look at how they excel, the endurance that they go through, I just believe that we can indeed be encouraged, all of us, to become more sporty, but more importantly, you are also encouraging us to ensure that as a government, we do establish that sporting infrastructure all over, starting with our schools, because good sports starts from schools. And we've committed as a clear vision. You may well say Mackenzie, that I was visionary and foresightful in appointing you and Mabe. That is true to some extent. The real vision is about getting sports in schools. That is the real vision. This we must do to ensure that the next generation of South African athletes has even greater opportunities to succeed. Would like to start at the lowest level. We must continue to invest in youth development, ensuring that children in every part of our country, whether urban or rural, have access to sports programs. This means strengthening our partnerships with local schools, community centers, and clubs, but also getting the private sector, as I see on the board there, that it is the private sector that is excelling in supporting. But I want to see more companies, more of them supporting schools, because this needs to be an area where we collaborate, because it is through sports that we make an everlasting investment. It is an investment to make sure that this flag is seen all over the world. And this flag encourages people to come as tourists, to come as investors, and to come and compete with our sportsmen and women. So what you are doing as our athletes, you are involved in initiating, igniting a very silent revolution of bringing about change in the way that we approach sports as a country. And we will make sure that our youth are equipped with skills, coaching, as well as facilities that they need to reach their full potential. We must never forget that every medal won, every record broken, is a testament to the countless hours of training, sacrifice, and dedication that our athletes put into their craft. if you were to talk to any one of them, be it Simbini, be it Tatiana, be it Mhlongo, anyone, they will tell us that they have had to invest hours after hours just preparing themselves, and that has come as a result of sacrifice. Much as what they enjoy what they do, but it has also come about in the way of sacrifice. Today is a celebration not just of the medals that our athletes have won, but of, yes, the resilient spirit of our people. We're a nation that was forged in struggle, a nation that went through a lot of adversity, but also a nation that has lived with hope deeply buried in our hearts. To the Olympic and Paralympic champions with us here today, we want to say thank you. Today is about celebrating you and thanking you as a nation. To the teams of people such as coaches, trainers, therapists, doctors, families and friends, and many others, including those who just hold bottles, water bottles along the pathway through which our athletes will traverse, we say thank you because you have carried our stars onto the podium, and we say thank you to you as well. And if you know that you are any of these people here today, please give yourself a round of applause. And of course, we recognize with gratitude our corporate sponsors, and all of them well represented on that board, as well as our National Lotteries Commission, who provided significant funding to SASCOC, enabling our athletes to participate and to excel. We have come a long way since our country's return to the Olympics participation in 1992, and we know that we are capable and we can do much more than what we have done. We are indeed a nation that is united, that stands ready for the challenges that lie ahead in the future. So together, I do believe that we can continue to build a legacy of sporting excellence. And I have seen how other countries, when one athlete wins either a silver medal and a gold medal, I mean, the whole country has like 1 or 2 national holidays. Now, we are used to this. Minister, I'll discuss a target with you. And when we've reached that target, then we will have an absolutely national celebration. But for now, we have a legacy that will inspire many. As each one of you as athletes win your medals, you are winning it for South Africa. And I'm glad to know that even as you held it up on the podium, you knew you were holding it up for South Africa. That in itself has gone a long way to inspire millions of South Africans, especially young people who now want to follow in your footsteps. So we thank you, and for me, I love you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, President. Thank you, President, and we love you too. We're going to play a video that is also going to share memories of the Paralympics. We've realized that we did not do that earlier on. So if we can be quick, please, let's just play the video. Paralympics halala. Mtunzi wamapiano, are you ready? Umtunzi wamapiano, are you ready? Please.
I want to say some fun, eh? Mambelela mbane wami, sopumelela izwa nami. If you know the song, sing along. Nendoke yethu sinikiwe, sobuya sasa namanye amandla. Take it off. Mambelela mngani wami, sopumelela izwa nami. Nendoke yethu sinikiwe, sobuya sasa.
recognized. Mr. Fraser and Ms. P. Shikwambana, please come forward. Thank you very much. Yeah, stage. On stage. There you go.
Thanks very much. Extremely honored to be here in front of you, Mr. President, and all the guests, but most importantly in front of our wonderful athletes. Myself and Patience were lucky enough to lead the teams to the Olympic and Paralympic Games, and the biggest honor of my life. And I can never repay the SASCOC board enough to trusting me and Patience to be the chef de missions of these teams. Thank you. I think before we continue, though, the real boss of the team, the one we have to report to, is the CEO of SASCOC, Ms. Dozipa Jafta. And I think it'll be very important if she comes and joins us on stage. Big boss. She also pays me, so I have to make sure it's job safety first. So we're going to start in order with the flag bearers first, and I'd like the CEO to call up the flag bearers.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocol is observed, Minister. But thank you very much, Mr. President, for honoring our children. We call them our kids. They know when I see them, I say, these are my babies. Thank you very much for honoring them. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage our flag bearers. Caitlin, where are you, baby girl? Caitlin Roskant. Akani. Yeah. Who's giving them who's supposed to give them the awards? Oh, must I call the minister on stage? Oh, apparently I have to call you on stage, Minister. Yes, yes, please. Akani Simbini. Kat Sonepul. And Mpumelelo Mshongo. Where are you, young men? Oh, okay. Apparently the stage is not that strong, so okay.
Just waiting for the photo opportunities, then we'll go to the medalists. Wait just there.
Let's say hi to the premier. He wants us all to know you from I'm inviting you, President, as please, Mr. President, yes. Yeah, don't move. The President wants a picture. That's your claim to fame. The President asked me for a picture. Please come to the stage so we give the President his wish. Mic.
Okay. Yes, you are.
Good afternoon. Leon will start with the bronze. I'll follow with silver and then gold. Over to you, Leon.
Thanks, Paishi. I'd like to call up from the Paralympic side Ms. Luzanne Kutsia and her guide Estienne Badenhorst as the bronze medalist. She was a double medalist in Tokyo and she got a medal again in Paris 2024. Well done, Estienne. Please wait on stage. Thank you. Thanks. Please stay on stage because I'd like to call up their coach, Jaco Ebertson, as well. That's a coach, yeah. Coach. Thank you very much. For the very popular boy, Impumelelo Mhlongo for his silver medal. We're going to see a lot of him today. There you go, show the running. Please stay on stage. We'd like to call up your coach, Jason Sevanyenya.
I couldn't say what I truly felt for you. You hypnotized me. My heart's deepest secret.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, the next person coming up, his name is Nicholas Peter Dupree, but he's been renamed to Super Pit. He has multiple medals, and he's also the only quadriplegic to ever finish the Ironman. Super Pit. Super Pete. Thank you. Unfortunately, one out of the two on the wheelchair tennis couldn't be here today, Lucas Itole, but it gives me great pleasure to call up Donald Rampati as one of the doubles bronze medalists. Here, Donald. Yeah. Thank you very much. Please don't move. I'd like to call up the coach, Genevieve Barnes. Wait. Genevieve, please come forward. Thanks very much. And for the next, representing Rugby Sevens, and unfortunately he's here because he is carrying an injury, not in Dubai, is the great stalwart and the captain of the team, Selvin Davids.
President, DJ, I just want to acknowledge the president of South African Rugby Union is here and the CEO. They took Springbok Rugby from 2016 when it was down there. They lifted it up to us being world champ. Please stand up. We can give you Rian, Mark Alexander. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We move to our silver medalist, and we are going to start with one and the only Tatiana Smith in swimming. Thank you. A round of applause for Tatiana. Our next athlete is Yone van Dijk on women's javelin. A round of applause for her. Okay. We've been asked that please face the camera right in the middle so that there's a one at the back there. Yeah. Thank you. While they are taking the picture, may I call the coach, Tessas Liebenberg. Minister, our coach, Tessias Liebenberg. Thank you very much.
It's sunrise and I'm still in your bed. Good night usually means goodbye. Me replaying memories in my head.
Our next silver medalist, I'm going to call all of them at a time because it's a relay team. Akani Simbine, Sean Maswanganyi, Bayanda Walaza, and Bradley Nkwana.
If I'm being honest with you, we got way too much in common. Since I'm being honest with you, who wants to love somebody like me? You want to love somebody like me? If you could love somebody like me, you must be messed up too. Who wants to love somebody like me? You want to love somebody like me? If you could love somebody like me, you must be messed up too. We used to talk till midnight. All those days that you stayed at my house. We were just missing the time. We were young and we ain't had no vows. Nah, maybe later on I'll text you and maybe I'll reply. We both know we had no patience together day and night.
May I please call the coach, Paul Corris, who's here to join, and congratulations to him.
We got way too much in common. If I'm being honest with you, we got way too much in common. Since I'm being honest with you, who wants to love somebody like me? You want to love somebody like me? If you could love somebody like me, you must be messed up too. Who wants to love somebody like me? You want to love somebody like me? If you could love somebody like me, you must be messed up too.
President, while you're having Bayanda here, I just want to tell the audience, Bayanda has gone to the youth championship in Peru, the junior championship in Peru. He won the 100-meter gold, the 200-meter gold. He's the fastest under 20 in the whole world. Let's give a hand to Bayanda Ice Cream Walaza.
Thank you very much. We're now moving to our gold medal heroes. It gives me great pleasure to call on Impumelelo Mhlongo. Gold medal, 100 meters, T44. Gave us a bit of a heart attack because he started slowly, but he built it up in there. Jason, can you get ready to come up, please? Now to call up his coach, Jason Siwanyenyo. Thank you, Jason.
Babona la bandana, benzama wala wala. Ulungula setelele, asiyege sista lele. Ya babona la bandana, benzama wala wala. Wala 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 wela diwele. Wala 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 wela.
Thanks very much. Mr. President, we were very lucky to have very young athletes, and 2 of our medalists come from school. So it gives me great pleasure to call on Simone Kruger, our gold medalist in discus, F38. Only 18 years old. If I can also call up her coach, Andries Kruger. Great pleasure. I hope not for the last time, because I know she's retired, to call on our heroine and most accomplished Olympian, Tatiana Smith.
Thank you. Malibongwe! Ilili! Ilili!
I just want, before the program director will tell us what's next, but we just want to say from the ministry side to Mr. Barry Hendricks, Nozipo, can you please rise? Sem Remseni, we want to say thank you for what you've done for sports. Please rise so we can give them a hand of applause. The board can also rise, the board of SASCOC. Can the board rise of SASCOC? Thank you very much. The chef de missions, Can the athletes rise? We give all of them a hand of applause from us to you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Minister. President and Minister, while you're still standing, we now invite the defense to usher the next award of excellence, the Shield of Jove, which is the highest award given in the South African sport recognition. The Shield of Jove is given to the Olympian or Paralympian to receive the highest number of medals at the Games. In 2024, we have 2 athletes who are eligible to receive this award.
Attention! Move to the left into left hand. Quick march. Right,
I now call forward Mr. John Smith. Mr. John Smith received she received 2 medals, received for gold in 100 meters breaststroke and silver in 200 meters breaststroke. A big round of applause. Okay, we're inviting the president of SASCOC. So nice. Yes, that's why she won it, because of her supportive partner. Thank you very much. The next one, I call forward Mr. Mpumelelo Mhlongo. Mr. Mpumelelo Mhlongo received 2 medals. Received for gold in 100 meters T44 and for bronze 200 meters T64. Allah, Allah! Wow. The coach is doing very well. The coach is coaching very well. Thank you, coach. Allah, Allah. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll now allow the president to take his seat and the parade to salute the president. Thank you very much. I will now invite Ms. Smith and Mr. Mhlongo, the medalist recipients, to come and give us a response. It's your time now. Take the stage. It's your time to talk to the nation and the president. Hey!
Halala, South Africa, halala.
Ala.
To His Excellency, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, to our Honorable Minister, Gayton McKenzie, both your officers, to all the MECs that are here today. Thank you, Premier, for being here, the SASCOC board, under the wise leadership of Mr. Barry and Sis Nozipo. To our medalists, the incredible athletes that give us a lot of pride to stand here on behalf of you today. To the sponsors that have made it all possible, we just want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for always reminding us as athletes that our circumstance doesn't have to determine our reality. So when we go represent this country, that's exactly what we have front of mind, is to say that in all that we do, we are here to remind the youth of today that they are the future leaders globally of tomorrow. And I'll leave the last words to Tatiana, because in our house, Mr. President, my wife always has the last word.
Sorry. Cool. Firstly, I didn't train 20 years in the pool to be standing here giving speeches, so just... but yeah, I just wanted to say what an honor it is to be able to celebrate with you, Mr. President and Minister, and everyone in this room. It's absolutely a massive honor, but I think it wouldn't be the same, and I feel to give a round of applause to all the athletes that aren't here, that didn't medal, that went out there and gave their best. Like, to be at the Olympics is insane, so... yeah, and then I definitely just wanted to say I'm very excited. Even though I'm retired, I'm excited to see the changes in sports and the support and everything we've been speaking about this morning. And I definitely think there's so much space, and I'm excited to see the space in where sport goes and grows, especially Olympic sports, to raise more awareness, to raise more support. I know there's this quote that you might have heard, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. So let's come together and be in the journey with each other, and let's see the destination have a lot more athletes in this room. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A big round of applause for them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've come to the end of the program. SASCOC, we're looking forward to building for 2028. And to all athletes who flew the country's flag, thank you very much just for being there. We don't care if you've made it or not. South Africa was represented because of you. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of the program. There is going to be an opportunity for photo shoot. Unfortunately, there's also a protocol to that. I am going to invite, if you're not invited for the photo shoot, you are invited to please go to the canteen. There's lots of nice things there, refreshments. The protocol is as follows. Of course, the president will lead, the minister, the premier, the president of SASCOC, the CEO, board members of SASCOC, both chefs de mission, both of them. The minister, yes, I've invited you, and all the athletes. Thank you very much. They're going to usher us. Protocol, can you please do that? And interviews, after the photo opportunity, they will be conducted there. There's at the back. Protocol, can you please usher us? Thank you very much.